Hello my World of Magic players, and we are back to talk about the upcoming patch notes for the August 5th maintenance. I'm going to try and keep this short and sweet, and we're just going to go over what the main events are going to be. First off, it looks like we're going to have a Kui Summer Adventure event, where you will collect Ocean Essence, and then that'll give you the opportunity to complete your very own Kui hat, along with the dye event that normally comes with any new hats. The very obvious benefit to this will be the collection. You know, extra HP is always a good thing. However, being able to collect the other Kui hats in different types of dyes is always going to be fun. And now that they're in the costume section, you don't even need to worry about your equipment being off when you use them. So this next one's actually going to be a bit of a 2-in-1. We have the Mysterious Costume Box event, A, B, and C, along with the Mysterious Golden Thread event. And for those of you who aren't familiar with what the golden threads do, it's like a pseudo pity system for the costume boxes where if you don't get what you want in the first few initial draws, eventually you'll be able to draw from the golden thread box, which will give you one of the items that you did want. This system is actually pretty good if there's a very specific costume that you've wanted for a long time, but you haven't really been able to get it, or you just haven't been lucky enough to draw it. On the patch notes for the third tab, there is a huge event that is upcoming, but I do want to save that for last so that way I can explain what the potential options for that is. So, following up on that, we have two costume packages that are going to be in rotation now. We have the new rare costume package and then the return of the Theodore package. The new costume package is part of the World 6 Avatar Part 2, and it includes the Sion and the Felice package. Honestly, some of the cutest new costumes available. I'm really digging the electronic cat ears and then the metallic halo. And honestly, the Theodore package ain't really anything to scoff at either. It's really got this whole Holy Crusader vibe with it going on, which honestly as a warrior I can really appreciate myself. And then from this point on we kind of get into the good luck packages, which I'm not really going to get into. These are pretty standard. We pretty much get these every other week. And then we have the guild coin packages, which are really going to help out people who are trying to build up to the new skill books that are available at level 45. And these packages are definitely going to help out people who are trying not to spend millions on the Breaker Strike 3, Slam 2, Flare 2, Impact Shot 2, you know, those pretty expensive skill books that are a little more exclusive, but still not overwhelmingly expensive. And from here on, we have a new Hot Time event. Looks like you get a 10% EXP buff between the hours of 9:30 to 10:30 Pacific Daylight Time and 3:30 a.m., 4:30 a.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Very useful event if you're training within those times, and the buff will end when the hot time is over, and even if you die, you will not lose that buff, so it's available that entire hour. And with that, we're going to get into our big ticket item for this event coming up, which is going to be the Warrior's Relic event. And for those of you who are unfamiliar, the Warrior's Relic event is a bit of a gotcha type event. The best way I can describe the relic event is that an ancient relic item will become available in the shop, and the moment that you open that, you will obtain an ancient memory and a trace left upon use. The traces left item has its whole section on what you can do with it, so right now I'm going to focus on the ancient memory. When you open an ancient memory, you'll have a chance to obtain 3 items. A chance to obtain a magic relic, a hero relic, or a legendary relic. And so you might be wondering, why is this important? What's important about these relics? Well, when you open these relics, you have a chance to obtain legendary loot, hero loot, or scrolls. And I want to make this clear, this is not for the casual player. If you are playing casually, it would take hundreds of dollars in order to potentially get the legendary loot. And that's simply not feasible. I will not be participating in this event because even though I really would like to get some of the items, I do not have the money to spend to just kind of invest in this. And so I will be adding a link in the description to the wiki to show all the potential items you can get, and I will be adding screenshots to the end of this video just for clarification too. However, that is going to conclude all the patch notes we have available at this moment. These will become available August 5th, and maintenance will be starting at 6:30 p.m. August 5th to 10:30 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. I'll be excited to continue this series in about 2 weeks when the next patch note should hit. But until then, happy hunting gamers. Y'all have a good day. Peace.